Hey, good morning, children. Yesterday we have discussed about the metals and non-metals and periodic properties of the elements in modern periodic table. So, what are the periodic properties in modern periodic table? It is organized on the basis of electronic configuration of the atoms of elements. And physical and chemical properties of elements are related to their electronic configuration according to the valency and according to the combining capacity of oxygen and hydrogen. So they are therefore we expect that all the elements in a group should have similar chemical properties. Yes, all the elements in a group are having similar properties according to the Mendeleev law also, that only. And physical properties from top to bottom, we should be regular gradation in their physical properties also. And across the table from left to right in any period, elements get increase in atomic number. While coming to the periods, elements having increasing order atomic number, periods, left to right. We know that in periods left to right, increasing order of atomic number. And therefore, electronic configuration of valence shell of any two elements in a given period is not same. Electronic configuration of valence shell of any two elements in a given period is not same. And here we can see long period possesses different chemical properties with regular gradation along the period, entire period. And Mendeleev's law also told like that, along the period and along the groups, all entire group is having similar properties. And while coming to the periods, the atomic number is variated according to the increasing order and properties are different. Yes, each and every one is different properties, possessing different properties in period. Is it correct, Nana? In groups, all the elements are similar properties. In periods, different properties. This law is also explained by Mendeleev also. And here, while coming to the properties of elements in groups and periods, first property we have to consider is valence. So the combining capacity is most important. With respect to the hydrogen and oxygen, according to the outermost shell, we need to consider. According to the outermost shell electrons in an atom, we can consider valence of an element is generally taken by number of valence shell electrons, outermost electrons. So from that valence concept, we can remove the electrons and we can add the electrons. The combining capacity of that is depends on the valence of the element. How can we remove? We are not removing. They are also having some capacity to attract electrons. Negative valency, positive valency. So here chlorine has the, I already told you, chlorine is having atomic number 17. So that's why we can write the electronic configuration 1 is the valency of chlorine. And if we consider this is the 8th group element, it is a group 5 or above, its valency is 8 group number. So 5 or above 8 group means 8 minus 7 we have to consider, 1 is the valence of that. So in that manner we can understand, or else writing of electronic configuration 17 is the atomic number and a noble gas configuration 18. Next one is 18. So 18 is the noble gas element. So it gains 1 electron and valency of chlorine is 1. To reach that noble gas configuration, it gains 1 electron. In that manner also you can understand. This is somewhat tough to understand you. Electronic configuration method is best. What is atomic number? 17. So by comparing that valence electron, we will get very easily. So in that manner we can understand. Next one is atomic radius. What is actually the radius, Meghana? That is the distance between centrally we are having nucleus. Around that shells we have, main shells. So outermost shell to nucleus, the distance is called as atomic radius. Circle lo aina ante kada, center to surroundings. So that is radius. Here also outermost shell to nucleus is called atomic radius of an element. So it is not possible to measure, it is in isolated state. It is because not possible to determine the location of the electron that surrounds the nucleus. So nearer the nucleus and surround the nucleus, it is not that much easy. So for finding this, metals are suitable, Nana. Solids. For solids, the atoms are arranged in that manner solid state, we can easily find out the atomic radius. So metal's atomic radius is also called as metallic radii. Yes, and another way to estimating the size of the atom is to measure the distance between two atoms is in covalent molecules. If we example, sharing of electrons is called covalent, Nana. Sharing of electrons by two atoms, okay, and they are arranged side by side at that time. So we can find out the distance between the outermost shell to nucleus. So outermost shell of the another atom to nucleus of one atom. So in that manner also we can find out the atomic radius. New atom nunchi nucleus of that atom. In that manner also we can find out the atomic radius. Okay na? Deen emantaru telusa? Covalent radius. Two atoms teeskoni the distance between the one atom to the nucleus of the other atom teeskunnam anukondi side by side unnavi. At that time that is called as covalent radius. Or else if we consider metals, solids, it is very easy to find out the atomic radius. That is called as metallic radius. Atomic radius means center of the nucleus to outermost shell is called atomic radius. And how it is having variation in groups and periods. So groups top to bottom, how it is variant. In periodic table, groups top to bottom, columns. So the atomic number of the element increases. Therefore, to accommodate more number of electrons, more shells are required. So distance between the nucleus and outer shell is also increases from top to bottom. Because of atomic number increase avutundi. Ante number of shells will more. Yes, top to bottom atomic radius will also increase. Okay na? And coming to the periods. Atomic radius in periods. How it is? Element decrease across the period from left to right. So atomic radius will decrease from left to right. And if we go to right, electrons enter into the same main shell. Kada? So periods are divided according to the main shell. Entire period is having main shell same. That's why from left to right, it reaches nearer to the nucleus. Yes, closely attached to the nucleus. In that manner, from left to right, atomic radius decreases. And nuclear attraction on outer shell electrons increases. Outer shell electrons lo nuclear attraction will increases. As a result, size of the atom decreases. So in that manner, we can understand left to right, atomic radius decreases. Top to bottom in groups increases. Okay? Did you got this point, Nana? All of you? So in that manner, we can understand. Don't get confused. You have to understand the points and you have to write. That's it. This entire lesson is that only. And here, see. So sodium they have given. Assume sodium atom has lost an electron and formed a cation. So by losing electrons, cations are formed. By gaining electrons, anions formed. Yes, negatively charged ions are anions. Positively charged ions are cations. While losing the electron, it will become as cation. And while gaining the electron, it will become as anion. And the atomic number of sodium is 11. Therefore, sodium atom contains 11 protons and 11 electrons. So, outer electron is as 3s1. Outermost electron is 3s1. That 3s1, it will losses. And it will form as Na plus ion. So, the 3s shell of the Na plus level has no electron in it. Hence, its outer shell configuration is 2s to 2p6. After losing of one electron, the electronic configuration is this. As proton number is more than electron, what will happen? One electron lost here. So proton numbers are more than electrons. So the nucleus of the sodium ion attracts outer shell electrons with strong nuclear force. Protons inside of the nucleus kadana. So manaki oka electron loss ayindi. Number of protons ekku unnai kabatti nuclear attraction will more. So stable avutundi nana. Attraction more annappudu electrons escaping nature anedi will decreases. So due to that nuclear force of attraction will increases annadu ikkada. Ardhamainda meeku ikkada concept? Left to right decreases. Atomic radii decrease ayindi anukondi. Electrons taggipotayi. So number of protons will increase. By losing of electrons, number of protons, number of electrons actually equal only. But ఈ కేసులో ఏమైంది? సోడియం 1 electron loss అయింది కాబట్టి number of protons will increase. So the force of attraction of nuclear inside nucleus force is more than electrons outside shells lo kante inside more attraction. So due to that force the electron nuclear force will increases in that manner. Nuclear force will increases from left to right, and the atomic radius decreases. What you are understanding from these? Atomic radius increases, at that time nuclear force decreases. Atomic radius decrease avute nuclear force increase avutundi. Those are oppositely proportional to each other. Okay na? Another example here they have given chlorine atom. So chlorine gained one electron. So at that time what will happen? And number of protons will decrease, and number of not decrease, same 17 only. But while coming to the force of due to the anion formation, chlorine will gain one electron. It will become as 18 number of electrons. Electronic configuration lo increase ochindi. So then what will happen? Nuclear force of attraction will decrease. At that time nuclear force of attraction decrease avutundana. Because atomic radius increases. So the general negative anion of the element has bigger size than neutral atom. Okay na? Atomic radius increase avutundi, nuclear force decrease avutundi for chlorine. For sodium atomic force increases, and nuclear radius and atomic radius will decrease, and nuclear force of attraction increase. Just understand these two, and by this we can form a NaCl. Yes, Na plus Cl minus. So their nuclear force increases means attraction to chlorine will increases. Both will attract each other, and at the same time chlorine will gain one electron, sodium will lose one electron, NaCl will form. Okay na? Sodium chloride compound will form. And here ionization energy, the energy required to remove one electron from the outer shell is called ionization energy. Okay na? Outermost orbital lo unna one electron ni remove cheyadaniki how much energy is needed? Because there is a force we have. So a force ni reduce chesi manam electron ni remove cheyalante we have to apply some energy. So that energy is called ionization energy. Okay na? The energy required to remove an electron from the outermost orbit is called ionization energy. Okay, is it okay for you? What is the nuclear charge? Nuclear charge, this already we have discussed. More nuclear charge and more ionization energy. That means between Na11 and 17Cl, chlorine atom has more ionization energy because more nuclear charge 17. So is ionization energy. Inside of the nucleus 17 protons are there, here 11 protons are there. Which one is having more nuclear charge? Chlorine is having more nuclear charge. So that is the nuclear charge, number of protons. Screening effect or shielding effect. More the shells with electrons between the nucleus and the valence shell. More the shells with electrons between the nucleus and the valence shell, they act as screens and decrease nuclear attraction over the valence electron. This is called a screening effect. Why? Because number of shells increase means what, Nana? More atomic number and more number of shells. So at that time what will happen? Screening effect. So the more the shells, electron between the nucleus and the valence shell. Are you listening? Screening effect. They act as screens. At that time number of shells between the outermost shell and the nucleus. Middle lo ekkuva number of shells unnai ankondi. At that time what will happen? Nuclear attraction తగ్గిపోతుంది. So the middle lo unna shells anni screens laga act chestayi. Screens, transparent. So those time at that time those cases we are calling that one as screening effect. What is shield? Screen and shield. So more screening effect, less the ionization energy. So inner shell has ionization energy more. Inner shell ionization energy more. Inner shell nunchi manam electron remove cheyalante more ionization energy we needed. So at that time we are calling that one as ionization energy more. For removing screening effect lo less the ionization energy. More the screening effect, less the ionization energy. And more the ionization energy, less the screening effect. Screens ante number of shells between the outer shell and the inner nucleus, Nana. Avi increase ayyankondi, that is screening effect. At that time ionization energy will decrease. More the screening effect, less the ionization energy. Okay now? Are you listening? Boys? Penetration power of the orbitals. Here penetration power means towards the nucleus. Piercing power towards the nucleus. For example, 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f. According to this, we have more tightly bonded. Which one, Nana? Which is nearer to the nucleus is 4s. So 4s is having more penetration power, forcing towards the nucleus, Nana. Okay na? Is it okay? Piecing means force ankondi. Okay na? And 4s is nearer to the nucleus, yes, than 4f. 4f is outermost side untundi. Why? Because more electrons, more atomic radius. So due to that, 4s is having more penetration power nearer to the nucleus kabatti. So that's why 4s is having more penetration power than 4p, and 4p is more than 4d, and 4d is more than 4f. And between these we can understand, here see, beryllium Be is having electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, and while coming to the 4 is the atomic number, and while coming to the boron, what is the electronic configuration? 5. Which one is having more penetration power among these two? Be is having more penetration power, and boron has less ionization energy. That means penetration power increase avutunte ionization energy kuda increase avutundana. And at the same time atomic radius ఏమవుతుంది? డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా? పెనట్రేషన్ పవర్, అయనైజేషన్ ఎనర్జీ ఎక్కువైనా కొద్దీ అటామిక్ రేడియస్ తగ్గిపోతుంది. దగ్గరకు వస్తుంటే అటామిక్ రేడియస్ తగ్గుతుంది కదా ఆటోమేటిక్ గా, నియర్ టు ద న్యూక్లియస్. సో అయనైజేషన్ ఎనర్జీ, పెనట్రేషన్ పవర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతా ఉంటే అటామిక్ రేడియస్ డిక్రీజ్ అవుతా ఉంటది. సో డ్యూ టు దట్ వీ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్. అండ్ వెల్ కమింగ్ టు ద స్టేబుల్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్. So if it is easy to remove one electron from the outermost shell, and this is because stable configuration they want to get configuration. Stable configuration means completely filled electrons. At that time completely filled electrons ante paired electrons, or else all orbitals, here suborbitals, we have 2px, 2py, 2pz. So 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. Which one is stable? N has stable because half filled, half completely filled kada. So while coming to the oxygen, what will happen, Anna? 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. So there two electrons are not completely filled. Half filled rendu unnai, completely filled okati undi. So we can easily remove one electron from oxygen. So then nitrogen. Which one is having more stable configuration? Nitrogen is having more stable configuration than oxygen. Because 2px1, 2p equally elaboration of electrons equally shared there, completely off filled kabatti nitrogen is stable. Here one completely filled, 2px completely fill avutundi, 2py1, 2pz1 untayi kada nana. So there we can easily remove that. Okate complete ayindi kada, dani remove cheyochu. Half filled anedi stable. So nitrogen is stable than oxygen. So this question also you have to explain. Sometimes they will ask, it is most important, Nana. Remember this point, okay na? And while coming to the atomic radius, more the this one already I told, more the atomic radius, less the ionization energy. So therefore ionization energy of the fluorine is greater than of ionization energy of the iodine. Why? Because sodium is more than the cesium. In that manner, ionization energy is more for less atomic number elements. Atomic number తక్కువ ఉన్న వాటికి ionization energy more ఉంటుంది నాన్న. Atomic number increase అయినా కొద్దీ ionization energy it can be decreasable. We can easily remove. Ionization energy తక్కువ ఉందంటే we can easily remove the electron, outermost electron. So atomic number increases means atomic radius increases. Ionization energy decreases, and it is also called as ionization potential. Ionization energy is also called as ionization potential. So these all are some examples they have given in these tables. You observe these tables, and tomorrow I will discuss the further.